Isn't it funny how we always tell people, it's fine, failure is just part of the process? Let's be for real. How many times did we like a TED Talk or double tap that post with that quote that goes like, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, and probably even reposted it. But in reality, do we even believe it? I don't know. I would say we're going with the wave. Because the moment we feel close to failure, we start crashing out as if our life is collapsing right in front of us. Imagine how silly that would be if you think, wow, I'm failing. Can't wait for more because it means I'm achieving something. Here's the catch. We only accept failure as long as it's a stepping stone to an academic comeback, a bigger paycheck, or a business empire, a term we only use when we're certain there is a success waiting at the end of the tunnel to justify the miss. But isn't failing also an achievement? Or is it just a curse since it doesn't look good on a resume? Did you ever notice how the people who failed thousands of times inspire us more than the ones who got it straight on point the first time? If a successful person goes on a podcast, they have to mention failure, or so it's going to feel. Too good to be true, or in realistic terms, fake, boring, and even impossible. We glamorize failure when it happens to other people, but when it's our turn, we're terrified. Through a psychology lens, Anna Brooke and her colleagues introduced the beautiful mess effect. It's the tendency where we see our own vulnerability as weakness, while seeing that same exposure in others as courage. When you look at someone else's journey, see the forest, you romanticize it as strength, bravery. But when you turn back at yours, you just observe the individual trees, the burnt parts, the jagged edges. We forget that people are not in that chaos with us. They're just passing by the plot of a movie that hasn't finished yet. And that's if they were interested enough to add it to their watch list at the first place. We expect failure to be a massive one-time collision. But in fact, we're turning a blind eye on the tiny, quiet friction of just trying to exist. Let's think about the little failures we fall into every single day. We don't even call them failures, because we most likely won't even remember them by the end of the week. I almost started today. I almost talked to them. It's that 7 a.m. feeling when you're looking at the reflection of your wrinkled, exhausted face with these dark circles and all, and you go, I told you I should sleep earlier last night. You failed your sleep, but will you keep ruminating about it for the whole day? Think about it as burning an egg. You're making yourself an omelette, you got distracted, and suddenly the smell of a botched chemistry experiment gets to your nose. You don't sit on the kitchen floor and contemplate the collapse of your culinary career. You just stare at the pan for a second, go to the fridge, grab 2 more eggs, and simply crack them, making sure you'll stand by until it cooks this time. So, the next time you feel you're crashing out, remember, you're allowed to be a beautiful mess. The plot is still moving. And if you burn it, you can always just open the fridge and crack 2 more eggs. Fail again, just a little better this time.